Good morning. I've been thinking about you, Mr. Starr.
Why?
Oh, well, I don't know why, but I know what.
What?
Well, I've been thinking of a way to entertain you.
I didn't come down here looking for entertainment.
Oh, I know you come for peace and quiet, but look, it's not good for a man to shut himself up, nice weather like this, and just look out the window. You make me feel like I'm not doing my duty to my guests.
I'm paying for a room, meals. That's all I want.
Now, look, this is what I got in mind. There's some fishing tackle out in the shed. And come here. Look here. If you take that path, cross the key to the cove. Now, I don't tell many people about this, but in that cove, sometime from the beach, you can catch a tarpon.
I'm not the outdoor type.
I used to fish out there when I was a kid with my father. And his father, you know, built this place as a home. Well, look, if you don't like fishing, maybe you'd enjoy just some beach combing. Oh, there's some strange things wash up there. Them bottles over there and starfish, shells, stuff like that.
I'm happy.
You worry me, Mr. Stark.
That's a boat.
Yeah, sound like it.
I thought you said nobody came here out of season.
Well, nobody does, except folks that like to go places out of season like yourself. You know, this place open all year round.
I'm going to my room. I came down here for a rest. People make me nervous.
Well, wait a minute. That might be just a fishing boat. Might not be anybody stopping even.
I want my meals in my room.
All right, Mr. Starr. Well, come on in, folks. Well, I bid you welcome to the Bright Key Inn. What happened to the boatman? Why didn't he took this luggage up for you?
He said he had something to fix on the boat. He'd be up later.
Oh.
Have you got any rooms?
Well, you're my biggest off-season crowd in 30 years, but you can have your pick of 7 rooms. Here you are, sir. You can sign for all 3.
Oh, we're not together.
Just wash it on the same tide. You go ahead.
My name's Baker, Biff Baker. This is Mrs. Baker.
Hello there.
Oh, I'm mighty proud to know you, ma'am. I'm Estes Bright, proprietor, manager, chief cook, and bottle washer, while my wife is visiting our daughter in Denver. Of course, when she's here, I'm just a bottle washer. How'd you happen to pick my place, Mr. Baker?
Well, we just finished some business in Havana, and we decided a week of peace and solitude would be good for us. My wife here saw your ad in the tourist guide.
I just picked the place that didn't have a telephone. And after Sloppy Joe's Rum and Rumba Palace entertaining clients, this place looks better than it sounded.
Clients?
Well, I work for an import-export company.
Yes, and if you have any old black pearls or family heirlooms, hide them, Mr. Bright.
Well, I guess you can take your choice of rooms. Any number between 1 and 7, except 6. That's occupied.
Okay, then. 5.
5. Oh, 5 is full of sewing. Miss Bright's sewing. You wouldn't want to share your room with a dressmaker dummy.
How about 4?
Oh, 4? You're gonna love 3. I'll bring your luggage up in just a minute.
Oh, that's all right. I'll take it. Thank you.
Wait, it's the first one on the left, the top of the stairs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, all right.
You say 6 is occupied?
Yes, it is, Miss Malloy.
By a man, I hope.
Have you come down here for peace and quiet, too, Miss Malloy?
Well, now, could be, doll. Could be.
Yeah. I've saved room number 1 for you.
Mr. Bright.
Oh. What is this, Groundhog Day? Well, is this what you had in mind for your 27th honeymoon, Mrs. Baker?
Exactly, Mr. Baker. No telephones, no business transactions, just miles and miles and miles of peace and quiet.
Mr. Bright.
Quiet?
Yes, Mr. Stark.
How about some lunch?
Right away.
What do you know? A talking groundhog.
I just hope he doesn't want much room service during the night.
Hey, honey, where'd you get the new scarf?
Scarf? Oh, silly, that's my bathing suit.
That is a bathing suit?
Well, half of it. You ought to remember, you bought it for me in Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's the little number that got us the invitation to Prince Abu's party.
Uh-huh. Wasn't that the most beautiful palace?
Yeah, the most beautiful palace I ever nearly got killed in.
Well, it's your own fault. You're always getting mixed up in other people's private intrigues.
Hey, you know something? I'll bet Prince Abu arranged that whole business.
What?
After he saw you in that. Figured his chances would be better with a widow.
Oh, Biff. Hey, wonder how I would look in a black bikini suit.
Well, you'll never find out in this place. Look. Miles and miles of it.
Of what?
Peace and quiet.
Oh, Biff, this is wonderful. Just think, 5 days of nothing but peace and quiet.
Yeah, but they get some pretty good hurricanes down here.
Oh, no. If there's one around, it'll find you. Oh. Doesn't anybody else want a drink?
No, thanks.
Oh, I hate to drink alone. How about you, doll? After Havana, I couldn't look a drink in the swizzle stick.
Miss Baker, are you sure that your husband works for an import company?
Well, that's what he tells me.
You know what I think? I think he's a checker sharp. I think he makes his living this way.
If he's winning, he's not concentrating.
Oh, Miss Malloy, I hate to leave you out of things. Is there some kind of a four-handed game you'd like to play?
Like post office?
Well...
Move that one. You see how easy it is to make a chump out of a champ, Mr. Bright? You know more about your men than you look like. Uh-huh.
Mr. Bright,
Oh, yes, yes.
how about a drink?
Oh, right away, right away. Excuse me, folks, will you?
Say, Mr. Bright, what kind of a character is that you got locked up in that room?
Oh, he keeps himself locked up. He's a nervous type, don't like people. And speaking for myself, it's getting to be vice versa.
I don't think it's a guest. I think it's a hermit crab.
Oh, he's a crab, all right. He's a queer one, just plain unsociable.
Oh, Mr. Bright,
Mm-hmm.
maybe I can loosen him up.
Oh?
Well, Miss Malloy, if you're not back in 15 minutes, I'll send Biff for you. Please don't.
How about a return match, Mr. Bright?
Well, we might as well, son. Looks like the post office moved.
Use the black ones this time.
Okay.
It's open. Put it on the table, will you, please? Hey, how long are those people downstairs?
Hello, doll.
This is funny. Mike's sending you to do the job.
You always did keep it in the dresser drawer, didn't you?
Relax.
I haven't seen Mike in months, honey. Well, I followed you because, well, you know how I've always felt about you.
Yeah. Had a good demonstration of that when you left me for him.
Oh, but I was crazy. I knew it right away, but I couldn't get out. I never stopped loving you.
How did you find me?
You've got to believe me. I never stopped loving you.
How did you find me?
I read you were in trouble. I had to come to
How
you.
did you know where I was?
You're hurting my arm. I was lucky. I figured Miami as a jumping-off place, and I met a man who had a cousin who had taken a man to Bright Key.
Oh, it's as easy as that, huh? This place is no good.
As good as any place, doll. Because if Mike really wants to find you, he won't stop looking.
Oh, I had to do it, Deanie. There was no use both of us going to the pen. I tell you, I had to do it.
And did you have to take his 100,000 not to testify against him, Frankie?
Well, now I see why you're here. And it isn't love.
Money makes me affectionate.
I gotta get out of here.
We've got to get out of here, Frankie. You know, Uncle Sam's looking for you, too.
Why?
Maybe they just want to talk about a $100,000 bribe.
Those people you came in with.
Oh, it's square as your Aunt Emma's sofa. Just a businessman and his wife. But I think you should join the party or they might get curious.
How long are they going to be here?
A few days.
You could get out with them. Then I could meet you any place you say.
I'm with you, doll.
Well, we're sure glad you decided to come down and be sociable, Mr. Stark.
Imagine you and Mr. Stark being such good friends and landing in an out-of-the-way place like this. Like I always say, it's a small world. True, doll, true.
What business are you in, Mr. Stark?
Oh, I'm a retired bookkeeper, a big outfit in California. Not much doing at the moment. I sort of retired, taking a rest.
Mr. Stark has to watch his health. Doctor thought he should travel.
I'll have another one of those before I wash up for dinner.
Yes, sir. Yeah?
Who's he?
Relax. It's only the boatman.
Come on in, McIntosh. Join the party.
Baker, your wife left this on my boat.
Oh, Louise,
Oh, my purse. Thank you very much. It's the one I got in Havana.
buy you a drink?
Oh, thanks. I got things to do on my boat.
Well, what happened to Johnny? He generally brings my guests over.
Johnny's under the weather.
If he's the boatman, why don't you know him?
Well, I don't
How about
know.
that drink, Mr. McIntosh?
Excuse me.
Don't you know all the skippers that haul passengers?
Well, evidently not.
What's eating him?
Nervous type. Doctor sent him down here for his health.
I can see why. I'll buy you a drink.
No. I'll buy you one.
Okay.
Honey, let's go upstairs and get washed up for dinner, huh?
You two? What's all the sudden urge for cleanliness? As a temporary beachcomber in good standing, I protest. And besides...
Besides, your face is dirty. Come on.
Oh, dinner's at 8, folks. That is, if the bartender gets off in time to cook it. They're awful nice folks, aren't they? You know, Mr. Baker reminds me of my son-in-law. He used to play football for the Colorado School of Mines. He was going to be a mining engineer.
Well, maybe someday he'll strike gold and you can all retire.
Oh, he strikes plenty of gold every day. He turned out to be a dentist.
Doll.
Honey, what is all...
Now, never mind. I'll tell you when we get inside. Now, go on. Hurry up.
Come on now, honey. What's this all about?
Take a look at this.
I know what your purse looks like. I bought it.
I don't mean the purse. I mean the paper.
Mr. Stark.
It's Frankie Waller. Read what it says about him.
Mike Sousa, underworld crime figure, faces 20 years in prison and deportation as a result of testimony of his former henchman, Frank the Bookie Waller. No wonder Frankie is traveling for his health.
Keep going.
Waller vanished immediately after testifying against Sousa, evidently fearing gangland reprisal. The FBI also seeks to question him concerning a reported $100,000 mystery bribe. Wow, looks like open season on Frankie.
Honey, we're going to get out of here.
But, honey, we just got here.
Well, we can go back with McIntosh. I'm going to get out of here before they turn this place into a shooting gallery.
Now, who's going to start shooting?
I don't know and I don't care. Now, look, you promised me a vacation with peace and quiet on a tropical island. As a wife, not as a duck on a pond.
Okay, well, go ahead and pack. We'll talk to McIntosh later.
I sure am sorry to lose you folks. I was just about to solve your checker style, son.
We'll get back.
Yeah, well, I am a little puzzled that you're going almost before you arrived.
Well, it was just something came to mind we should have attended to before we took a vacation.
Oh.
Mr. McIntosh.
Well,
Yeah?
look, you folks might just well stay for dinner.
Well, that depends on the skipper.
What depends on me?
Well, we're ready to leave whenever you are.
Well, that was a short vacation, doll.
Mr. Baker, you left some literature in your room. There's nobody leaving with McIntosh but me. Don't give me any trouble. I'll use this.
won't need the gun, Frankie. If you go, we'll stay.
Shall I pack my toothbrush, doll? I got a ticket.
I was counting you in.
I know you were, doll.
Hey,
Well, I got some cornbread in the oven.
it'll keep. Get back over there.
Oh, not my bread.
Let's go, McIntosh.
I don't know who you are. Why are you in such a rush, mister?
Come on, McIntosh.
I like to be contrary with anybody that's got a gun, but nobody's leaving on my boat. Broken conrod on the engine. That's why I'm still here.
How long will it take to fix it?
I just started to say. The last 15 minutes, I've been hearing another boat coming in.
That sure is a boat.
Where do you think you're going?
Having a look? Sport fisher. It's a beauty. But it's 10 minutes from the dock yet.
Maybe we can hitch a ride.
Get on and take a look, Deanie. While you're there, take a look at the radio on McIntosh's boat.
If it's all the same to you, would you mind just hiding the tube, not busting it?
Sit over there.
Loaded guns make Mrs. Baker very nervous.
That's too bad.
Why did you put that gun away, Mr. Waller, before you do something else to get yourself into trouble?
I'm going to put it away. But just remember where it is. See, I got to be careful. You know who I am.
Well, we're neither hoodlums or the FBI.
Nobody's going to get me.
You don't think we want you?
Or save it, Pop. Now, you all dummy up when this boat comes in. We'll part company peaceably. But you make any cracks or you try to stop me. Make me a drink.
Yes.
Sit down.
Relax. I'm just looking. There's two of them. Rich sportsmen by the look of them. Of course, that don't mean anything. I wouldn't know a gangster if he was to come up and shoot Mr. Stock in the back.
Well, you know, Hank here tied into a marlin yesterday. On a 39-thread line. The fish almost landed a man, didn't it? Hey, that's right, too. Well, weighed over 400 pounds. Oh, what's the matter? You look like you don't believe me.
Oh, yes, sure, we believe you.
And you know, I caught an amberjack, too, on a bonita bait. Weighed 73.
Amberjack?
Well, yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, amberjack don't usually get this far north.
Oh?
South American waters. Thought maybe you've been fishing farther south.
No. We generally don't even get this far south. Well, now that we got some fish, we can go home. You know, we don't dare go home unless we got something to prove to our wives we've really been fishing.
You going back tomorrow?
Yeah, real early. About 4 o'clock. That is, if I can get Jack out of bed. Well, now, wait. If we could stay over another day, if you folks would like to join us. Well, maybe we could tie into some tarpon, huh?
I'm afraid you just ran into a group of non-fishermen.
A pollywog in a fish pond's about my speed.
Well, according to my wife, Big Mouth Bass and I have an affinity, but otherwise I don't. Look, would you gentlemen like some more beer?
Well, yes.
I'll get it for you, Mr. Ritter.
Well, thanks, honey, thanks. Hey, that's the prettiest barmaid we've seen this side of Milwaukee, boy.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Thank you, doll.
Would you gentlemen pardon us? Come on.
Oh, yes, of course.
You gentlemen say you're going to leave in the morning?
Why, yes.
I'd like to hitch a ride as far as Miami.
Well,
Oh, I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you $100. I'm anxious to get home.
Oh, no, you forget about the money. You're welcome to the ride, Mr. Stuck. Oh, thanks, honey, thanks. Oh, say, any of you other folks like to join us? You know, we got an awful big boat.
Well, now you just got yourself another passage.
Oh.
Frankie's got a gun.
I thought for a minute you were going to make it real easy for us, Waller.
Wait a minute. You can't kill that man right here in my lobby in cold blood?
I think that's what they've got in mind. We wanted him on the boat alone, with the whole Atlantic to drop him in. Now it looks like we've got to take all of you. You mean kill all of us?
It's a big ocean.
But what could we do if you just went? We couldn't stop you. Mr. Waller here taught the boss a lesson about leaving witnesses around. Help her up.
Yeah.
My purse.
Just a minute. Let's go.
All right, Deanie, where's that radio tube?
Here it is.
I'll call the Coast Guard and the undertaker.
Wait a minute, this is busted. We can't call nobody.
Wait a minute. What about that other boat out there? There must be a radio on that.
Well, of course. Come on, you two, let's go.
All right, I'll take it. Come on.
Oh, Mr. Baker, you sure handled that like a real fisherman. I never saw... Jumping Jehoshaphat, my cornbread. That's just sloppy shooting. That'll be Macintosh coming for you.
We've had quite a time, Mr. Bright, but you know, I really hate to leave you.
Well, I hate to see you leave, but I understand. A person can get too much of peace and quiet. Oh, say, I do wish you'd drop me a card and let me know how them folks came out with the law.
We'll do that.
Good.
Well, I guess we can't keep Mac waiting.
Well, I wish I could help you, but I got a new batch of cornbread on the oven. Oh, and I hope you remember, Bright Key, and come back. Come back anytime you're tired of your gallivanting.
Anytime, doll.
Goodbye. Goodbye.